Hello everybody, thank you for the time and the opportunity to speak about my book, The Youth Club Years. First of all, I'd like just to let you know a little bit about my background. I was born in Ramsgate. As I was growing up, I went to Dame Janet Junior School, and then on leaving there, I went to Hearson Secondary School. I first joined the youth club when I was 11 years of age. It wasn't long before I started helping out as a junior member and then a senior member, and during that time I was running the youth club disco. This was called the St Luke's Youth Club in Ramsgate. Later on, I went on to be a senior youth club worker, and after that the staff were pleased with all the voluntary work I'd done, that they paid for me to go to Eversley College in Hythe near Folkestone, where after a couple of years I qualified. As time went on, Danny Day, who was my youth worker when I first started at the youth club as a young lad, he wanted to retire from youth club work, and I eventually was offered the opportunity to take the job on. In May '69, a new youth club was being built. I actually saw that being built, the furniture going in, the club decorated, and the club opened, as I say, in May '69. It was opened by Radio Caroline DJ Keith Skews. And then on that evening, the Southern Television that was then came along, filmed it, and I was the DJ there, and that went out on telly that same night. I stayed in the youth service for 30 odd years, and this is basically what the book is about, hence the title, The Youth Club Years. I'd just like to read the preface of the book so you get a quick insight on what it's about. I've spent all my adolescent and young adult years associated with the youth club I have come to regard as my second home. During this time, so many things have happened, some amusing, some not, that I thought I would like to write it all down before it was lost in the mists of time. This book is the result. It's my first book. I would like to thank Jean Wright and Alison Rush, without whose help this book would not have been possible. So now to talk about the book. The book tells the story exactly how I came about becoming the youth leader in charge of the club I first went to as a boy. My DJ career started during that time, which led me to working at Dreamland Ballroom in Margate, and then we had a break and went on to the Winter Gardens. I was doing summer season in the Galleon, that was under Dreamland Ballroom, and Hades nightclubs, still fitting in all the youth work. I was able, or lucky enough, to choose the timings of being a disc jockey to fit in the youth club work, which I actually would never have given up. And as it says in the preface, these years were so important to me that I wrote this book. There are quite a few pictures in the book, and it tells the whole story of when I started up until the end I finished. The educational side of this book is the fact of what these clubs did for me, and it made me a much better person. I'm a firm believer that if you are still at school, or even when you leave and want to carry it on, to join one of the either uniformed youth services or just go along to your local youth club to see what they can offer you. I hope that you'd like to go out, or your parents would like to go out and buy this book and read about my experience. It was published by Michael's Bookshop at Ramsgate, and I will give you the details of the shop. The shop opens on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday, 10 till 5. Their address is 72 King Street, Ramsgate, Kent, CT11 8NY. Or you can contact them on michaelsbookshop.com. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.